Hi, Jason G from Mr. Soup. We're just going to continue on real quick and do a full speed or kind of normal speed kind of play now. Now that you've got the basics, I want to show you how it works. So, we're playing the game. Situation comes up in the game. I'm going to burn a card. To make something awful happen, we'll burn a card to add drama and suspense. The dragon gets a really good swing on somebody, but the character is like, no. Activation troll passes on. So now, we'll go from here. This character, he could either draw a card or add two. So he adds two to his deck for me burning that card. But the dragon, he's like, no, man, I'm not dying from that. So he plays a card, and now he's down to a 3-hand size. This character wants to get into the dragon pretty good. So he gains 2 uses of +1 to an attack roll. So he'll do that to try to get into the dragon pretty good. Then he wants to be ready for the next thing that comes up because we're all fighting a dragon. So he'll burn a card, giving it to the GM to draw a card. All right, this character says, no, I'm not drawing a card to play a card, but I will use my thief ability. That says character's a thief. I'll gain 2, move safely. I'm going to sneak around to the back of the dragon safely without getting attacked or falling or getting stuck in any kind of web. I'll move over there. This character says, okay, I'm going to go all out. I'm going to give myself +4 to all my attack rolls for the whole round. Or should I say, wait a minute. Let's just redo that. That's a level 4 card. +4 to attack and to damage for the entire combat. I'm coming out of the frame. This is going to be my moment to shine. And thus it is going to be his moment to shine. But as you notice, I just got a full stack of cards and we haven't even really done anything. So I said, you know what? I'll activate again. The dragon swings. That gives, activation troll passes to this guy. So now, I'm slow with the troll. This guy says, all right, I'll take 2 cards. I'll take 2 face-down cards. And now what I'm going to do, now he'll take 2 face-down cards. Now what this guy's going to do is fine. He attacks and moves around fine. This guy says, no, I saw that 3. So I am going to burn this hero card. Then I'm going to give you this card to draw this card because I want that 3 power in my hand. This guy says, okay. This guy rolls a natural 20 and is allowed to draw to full. So he draws 1, 2, emptying him out, but drawing to full. This guy says, you know what? I'm going to give you a card to draw a card to keep a card in my hand. I was like, okay, guys, that's pretty cool. All right. Now, I'm going to play an activation. The dragon now goes off on the characters and takes an extra turn immediately. That's terrible for them, but kind of awesome at the same time. I replace that card. That was a 3 activation. So 3 characters will activate. This character activates and draws 1, 2. This character activates 1, 2. This character activates and says, I'm just going to draw a card. Now, with that being said, that dragon taking an extra turn requires some people to do some stuff. This guy plays a card that does 1 attack, does minimum damage as he gets bored down on by the dragon. This guy's going to do something crazy. He's going to say, -12 damage from all sources until the next round. Because he doesn't want to get killed from those dragon bites. This guy's going to do the same thing. He's going to take minimum damage, so he survives the onslaught of the dragon taking that extra turn. And this character is not going to play any cards. So as you can see, the size of the stacks grow, ebb and flow as things go on. Now I'm going to do something else. 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm going to give myself another epic villain card. Once epic hero cards hit the board, you can have up to 2 epic villain cards. Now this one gives me 3 abilities. This one also says test words, but it gives me 3 abilities. Gain 3 automatic, avoid 1 attack. All my villains in the game get +2 to damage. And I can drop it to draw 1 villain card from each player. Terrible, terrible news. So I'll put that down, give myself counters on that. And now the players are like, holy cow, what's going on? So this guy starts counting his stuff. He's very close to having epic. These guys aren't close to having epic. So now they decide we got to stay up with some epic cards. For the players, you play 1 card every turn. Yellow icons allow you to do different things. Like this one allows this player to play, I got my thumb over it, you may play +3 hero cards per turn. So this player is in a really good situation. If he or she holds on to this card, they can play a bunch of hero cards per turn, which would be excellent if they got to epic abilities, because then each epic play counts as 1 per turn. So that person can literally have two epic cards and play abilities off them all day. So they're like, hey, that's my plan. That's what I'm going to shoot for. So now it's time for deck manipulation and drawing to get to that point. For the villains, for the GM, each epic card allows me to play +1 villain card per turn regardless. Now, so that means that once the epic cards are in play for the heroes, the GM has a lot more to deal with. So now he having epic cards, he or she having epic cards allows him to respond. He can always respond, always retaliate. And that's pretty much the basics of it. So let's just go. I'll go another round. I'm the GM. I'm going to play this card. I'll play this villain card. It's a 3 activation. This guy's saving up to get some hero cards. Next activation is going to draw a card. He's going to save up to get hero cards too. He's almost there, so he's going to take that activation, right? And right after his activation, he's going to say, hey man, I want another hero card. Alright, so he'll do that. And look at my villain stack now. It's just chock full of nasty, alright? So now, he'll take a second one. And this time, he's going to go warrior again. He says, you know what? Give me another warrior card. Takes another warrior card. This time is Rage Fighter. +1 to all attack rolls. +8 to optional abilities, or +8 to initiative. +8 to 1 attack. -8 to all incoming damage. Or take an extra attack on your turn. Or he can drop it for all damage to be reduced to 1. So that is something that the guy in a fight with a dragon can definitely make some use out of. So we'll go ahead and put that down there. Now remember, he's still only limited to 1 per turn. If he had that card, he'd be really doing some crazy epic stuff. But now I'm the GM, and I'm going to get really crazy with it. So now, people attack the dragon. I'm going to give the dragon, boom, an extra attack on his turn. I am going to, since they're bearing down on him, I'm giving him +8 to all his physical defenses. So he can be harder to hit just this round by itself. And I'm going to give him... actually, let's say the hero hits him bad. I'm going to negate the crit that the hero just hit on him. So I just played 3 cards, 3 activations. I will replace my villain cards because I can play 3 per round. So I just did that. I do 3 activations, and this character is saying, hey, you know, this is nuts. I got to get into this hero thing, right? So he goes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, gives me these 5, draws an epic healer card, and is now the Crusader. +1 hero card storage, which you can hold 1 more hero card in his hand. +8 to any roll, -8 to physical damage, +8 to defense, +2 to his spell power, and then he can also draw a hero card. So he places that down, and now he adds himself to the fray. Or should I say, to the people who can now do awesome hero card stuff. Sorry about that. And at the same time, look at my villain stack. I have a plethora of bad, awesome things I can do. And the players have a plethora of things they can respond with. Now again, this is the player with the extra. So as he gets their activation, they're going to give me all these. Terrible thing to do. And he's going to draw from a Guile, a rogue villain card. He's going to draw a rogue and get Mage Infiltrator, which is kind of a mage rogue kind of thing. 1 to initiative, but he can recharge an item, ability, or spell. That's pretty powerful. +4 to power level of spells, +8 to initiative, or negate a crit, or he can take a free action at any time by dropping the ability. So that's pretty nuts. And he can play up to 3 hero cards +3. So he can play 4 hero cards per turn. So technically, in 1 turn, this character could literally... based on the combination of just those 2 cards alone, this character could literally recharge a spell, negate a crit, recharge another spell, cast it. It's, you know, he can literally do 2 things here, do a bunch of stuff over here. It can get nuts, and it can get fun. But even if it gets nuts, GMs, your answer is right here. Look at all these answers you got for all that stuff. And meanwhile, everybody at the table is having fun. And that's the whole point. So we'll finish activating this guy, and then we'll call it right here. Because you know how these work and what they do. So thanks for watching again. This is Jason G with It's Just Soup. Saying have fun. This is the epic hero and villain feat cards. And if you like us, back us, pledge us. Or if you already backed us, thank you. With your help and continued support, we can make this awesome game real, which we already have, but thank you. So have a good one.